Front pages of our daily newspapers.
Indeed.
Business Day.
Let's take it away. All right, there's your front page there. Again, big focus on what we're focusing on the show as well. We just spoke to the SARS Commissioner. The Minister is coming up in the next hour, Inoko Dongwana. So Business Day going with focus fixed on stabilizing debt. Finance Minister says GNU agrees that fiscal consolidation must take place. Also, Treasury concerned over census delay data. And the National Treasury has raised concerns about the delay in Stats SA's release of vital data from Census 2022, which it, of course, requires to update the formulas used to determine funding for provinces and municipalities. Transnet relaxes procurement regime for agility. And Transnet has released its procurement regime in an effort to make the company more agile and responsive to urgent needs. And on the side there, end of road for SOE bailouts. The Treasury has made no new allocations, either through direct fiscal allocations or state guarantees to ailing state-owned entities, reflecting Finance Minister Inoko Dongwana's tough love approach to SOEs, given the potential drag on entities have on growth.
All right, so big focus there on the budget. So let's go to the Star, and this story is Sakina. Let me ask you a question. I think we may have 30 seconds or so to talk about this. I personally see a motorbike accident for one of the delivery guys every single day on the road. There isn't a day that goes by that I haven't seen an accident. I don't know. Am I alone in this?
You're not dreaming.
I'm not saying who's at blame, but there is always an accident. One. And here is this article, which is a very interesting one. Joburg's scooter deliveries, the dark side exposed. An investigation reveals alarming issues of unlicensed operation and safety concerns. Obviously with the growth of deliveries, this is what's going to happen, but goodness me, this is something we need to address. So they're saying delivery scooter drivers plying their trade in Johannesburg to transport food and groceries to scores of households have been accused of driving without official driver's licenses. I don't know why I'm not shocked.
I'm not surprised.
No, neither am I. I mean, there's lots of details there, but this is something we see on a daily basis here in Johannesburg. I'm not sure if it's around the country as well, but it's a thing here. Culpable homicide charges for Mogaila following that fatal crash, that video. Oh my goodness, if you haven't seen it, it is devastating. This is where Sekhukhune, a United FC player, Sean Mogaila, handed himself to the police yesterday afternoon. He's expected to appear in court soon to face charges of culpable homicide, reckless and negligent, and fleeing the scene of an accident. There's suspected cocaine, edibles, and tequila bottles were found in the vehicle, and a young girl is dead.
Yeah, 9-year-old.
9-year-old girl. It's a horrific accident that happened yesterday morning. All right. And then finally, 350 Rand grant won't be extended beyond March 2025. So that's the announcement there. Let me leave the slide.
All right. The Citizen going into getting back on track. The Passenger Rail Agency of South Africa is seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, with more than 80% of the country's railway lines back in service, spending billions on tightening security on new trains and refurbishing 266 of the 463 vandalized stations that were shattered during the COVID-19 lockdown. Crime on the train also dropped by 72%, PRASA says. Also, how the budget affects your pocket. Pretoria Girls High move unfair. Racism case, unions call for lifting of principal suspension, and only GNU can stop Zuma. That's according to Gayton McKenzie, former president on a path to dismantle the ANC, he says.
All right, finally, the Sowetan, and of course, a big focus there on that accident yesterday. The headline, he was flying. Witness speaks of PSL player's high-speed crash in Tembisa. Accident kills child, injures 2 people, booze and drugs found in the car, and they've got photographs of exactly what was found there. And I tell you, when you see the footage, he literally is flying from the one side of the road to the other, head-on collision with a young girl and her mom, who was taking her to school, and she, of course, lost her life. So that's the big story on the Sowetan this morning.
Yeah, that video, of course, trending on social media platforms. And speaking of social media, here's the SABC's very own website, news website, www.sabcnews.com. As you can see, all the stories we have in the news and so much more on that particular page, podcasts as well.
Right, and that's the app. So there we go. Download it, keep it on your device, and you can be entertained, educated, enthralled. Whatever you're looking for, it's there on that app. It's yours for free.
All right.